the extended forecast is still looking beautiful, so we're gonna keep cutting grass. Welcome to the channel. Our farm name is Pond Bank Farms. We do custom farming and we rent a bit of land, and we have a dairy farm. So due to the weather being so nice, we're got a few custom jobs this morning cutting hay, and we'll see where the day leads. So the roads are a little wide here, so I gotta make them a bit narrow. This is still first cut. So yeah, Baler's gonna have a hard time picking that up. Well, it doesn't look like I'm the only one cutting today. It's a lot here. With the weather as wet as it has been here, this is the first nice stretch of weather we've had for a very, very long time. So everybody and their grandmother is going to be out cutting today, I'm guessing. Getting there. So my dad just called me, and apparently it poured like 15 minutes south of our place. So yikes. Just a random tree growing out of a silo. Old house. Wonder how long it's been since somebody's farmed there. So I'm gonna venture a guess and say they're not using that silo anymore. That's it, that's all, folks. Just got a call to mow down 20 acres of wheat for somebody, but first I'm gonna go home, grab a bite to eat, and then we'll be off to do that. I was hoping to be able to get to working on the header for the combine header today, but we'll see how it goes. I should be able to get later on tonight a little bit, but the day hasn't went like I thought. I've got a lot of calls for cutting, which is no surprise. So you know the term slow and steady wins the race. You know the story, the rabbit and the turtle had a race, and the rabbit lost because it kept taking breaks, and the turtle won because it was slow and steady. In the real life, I have never once seen slow and steady win the race. Medium and steady maybe, but if you can, fast and steady is definitely what's going to win the race. It doesn't involve anything I'm doing right now. I was just sitting in the tractor thinking about that, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. Never in my life have I seen slow and steady actually win a race. Well, the spring wheat is getting cut. I think he's gonna put this in a silo. He's hiring someone in to chop it and put it in a silo. We're not gonna be doing that because we got too much other stuff going on, but we agreed to cut it for him. And on the other side of the road is his as well there. I cut it the other day. Gonna be raking that either tonight or tomorrow morning. Probably tomorrow morning. So there are a few places where the wheat was going down, and I'm having a real problem cutting it there, especially coming the one way. But I think I've got all the places cut now that we're down for the most part, so we should be good for the rest of the field. Home sweet home. We're done cutting for the night. Okay, I'm just working on cleaning some of the cab filters on the combine tonight. It's getting late, so. Good morning. We're just hooking onto the rake this morning. We gotta go rake for somebody. Okay, got the rake hooked on. Dad's coming to grab the pressure washer I have still here at my place, and I'm gonna help him load that, and then I'm on my way to rake. Later on today, I'll probably be wrapping, and maybe we'll be cutting our sorghum later on today as well. We'll see what we decide on that. And there he comes.
Papa.
So I used the pressure washer to clean off our deck, and I haven't got it back yet, so he's coming to grab it now. Should work. Okay, we're on our way to rake. It's around 10 o'clock, 10:30. So we're gonna rake this for, we'd cut it earlier, it's a custom job, and we're gonna rake it today and then rake it again tomorrow. I had a neighbor that sampled a little bit of wheat yesterday, and it was about 20% yesterday. Now, granted, it was a cool day, the sun wasn't out. I'm guessing by the end of the day, it'll be 17 or 18%, because it is a very nice day. So that means Monday, Tuesday next week, we could be going at it. Well, Tuesday it's supposed to rain, so I guess we'll see. But today our combine mechanic, yes, we have a separate mechanic we get just every year for a combine. He's excellent at his job. He comes every year and he finds stuff that's wrong with the combine, fixes it, and we're good to go for another year. So he knows his combines inside and out, so we get him to do that. He's coming to put everything back together today. So after today, we're ready to roll. Well, we're at it again. Must be worms under there. They're gathering for their breakfast. The circle of haying. Cut, rake, bale, repeat. Cut, rake, bale, repeat. It keeps growing. So we do it again. And again. And again. Okay, we are homeward bound. Got this field raked. Okay, so I just dropped Clyde off at Grandma's here. And just gonna check the sorghum. The alfalfa's coming nicely. No doubt about that. I don't know. It's not gonna get that much. Oh. But Dad wants to try to cut it, so we'll cut it. We're not gonna hardly have time to cut it when we're busy combining, so I guess we better cut it now. Okay, so Dad was cutting here. Smells good. I'm gonna do a round, see how it's looking. He's in eating right now. The rows might be a bit wide, but we'll do a round and see what we think. Seems like a decent crop here. Be curious how many bales we're gonna get. Ready for another Guess the Bale challenge? I think this would be a good field to do that in. This is 25 acres here. Sorghum. You can see roughly how high it is. I have no idea either. What is your guess? So just guess in the comments how many bales you think will be in this field. Big round 4x5s. And I'll let you know in the next video who the winner is. It's not quite as good right here because this is where we wrap bales sometimes, so it's just not as good quite. Down in the valley here, it's always a bit better than the rest of the field. One thing I've noticed every time we've planted sorghum, we have tried this before. I know I said this was the first time, but we have tried it before on rented ground. But it's the same here. It is very hard to control the weeds. I did spray Roundup before we planted this spring. I was hoping that could do the trick, but we still got a lot of weeds in here. And that is one reason that it's just, I don't know, it's hard to do, especially if you're underseeding. So I don't know, maybe someone has some tricks that they do that when they grow sorghum that would help as far as taking care of the weeds. I don't know. Oh, it smells nice and sweet, eh?
Does it?
Yeah, it smells nice.
Yeah, that's a dead cattle, or you know, I think we might.
There's a lot of weeds. It's hard to control the weeds with this stuff. I had it sprayed before. Now maybe it's not as bad. Maybe it's worse here because there's groundless.
I don't know. It's pretty high stuff. Like it's growing like this high. So
it's wet. You don't think it's that wet until you cut it.
I know. It's wet.
Should it be wider? It'll dry, I guess.
You don't want me getting narrow enough, do you?
All right, Gare's gonna finish just buying this. I'm gonna go rake a hay field for ourselves, and then he's not done yet, take over for him. The nice feature with this rake is you can either rake 2 rows together or put it the other way and rake the rows individually. Right now we're gonna rake 2 rows together. So to do that, we just put the one of these down, and I'm gonna extend this flap out a little more to make the row a little wider. Somewhere like that should work. Tighten the jam nut. Like this, we're raking 2 rows separately. And then you have this option, which rakes everything onto one side. So it's a handy little rake. Okay, I got a little bit more hay I gotta rake yet. Some rented farms further away, but I gotta run to Timmy's and grab myself a coffee to get myself through, you know. Okay, I brought Dad a coffee out too. He's finishing up cutting that field. Now I gotta go finish rake. It's some leftover first cut that we didn't get finished due to the weather, so maybe 15 acres. Okay, I'm just throwing some net wrap on the baler for Dad. He's going and baling some of our alfalfa this afternoon here when he's done cutting. The nice thing with this baler is you can put 2 spare rolls of net wrap on, plus the one that's on, so 3 altogether. Okay, well we got that little field done. And we got some even smaller fields to do now. One up there, one over there. Now there's a stone you wouldn't want to hit with the disc mine. These small fields are brutal, but there's one more field raked, got one more to do. Probably come here and bale it tomorrow. My dad's going away tomorrow, most of the day. I forget where he's going right now. But I'll be baling hay and probably be busy that most of the day. I gotta rake a little bit in the morning. So, okay, where to start in this fun little field? Well, this should be nice and dry by tomorrow. Pretty dry already now. So, okay, time to go pick up some bales and wrap them. Just fueling up before we go. Around 6 o'clock, so we won't get it all done tonight, but we'll see how far we can get. And then I gotta get up early tomorrow, because when the dew is off, I gotta rake, and then I'll be baling all day after that. Well, the family came for a ride with me, and I got the wagons full now. Time to head back and wrap them. Oh, we are back at wrapping again. So I'm just picking up this field yet for tonight and wrapping it. 10 acres here, so one more load. And then I'm gonna quit for the night. And then tomorrow morning, Dad's got a small field of peas and oats baled that I gotta wrap first thing. And then around 10 o'clock, I gotta go rake 20 acres for a guy. And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna be baling the rest of the day. Some of ours, what I was raking today, and then custom job, and I'll probably be baling most of the day. And then we'll be picking up the hay, our hay, after that if we have time. And you might say, well, what about the wheat? It looks like it's ready to combine. Well, our combine mechanic, he didn't show up today, so that's a #1 problem. No fault of his own. He's waiting for welding rods to come in, and they're coming in tonight, so he's coming Monday. So even if we wanted to start on it, we couldn't. However, we are busy haying. Monday we'll be busy finishing up haying anyway. And then Tuesday and Wednesday is looking like a fair bit of rain. And Thursday too, I believe. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is looking nice, but that's extended forecast. That can change. But if that's the case, we are not going to be combining till later next week. But let's hope the weather changes, because I'll flip the camera around here. You can see this is wheat on the other side. That's a 33-acre field we have, and I don't know. That looks too much fun. I can't wait to get out there. You know, it's funny. Beginning of the harvest, I'm always so excited to get in the combine. This is the greatest thing. And then by the end of the harvest, I don't want to see the combine for a long time again. But that's the seasons, right? That's why it's good to have seasons. And right now I'm in the season where I can't wait to get in the combine. So yeah, let's hope the combine works well this year. Oh guys, the day's winding down. We got a few bales to pick up yet. Sun's setting. It's like 9 o'clock maybe. Let me raise you a problem and then give you a solution. Something that's happened to me so many times. So you see someone on YouTube, you watch their videos, and the next day you're trying to remember what their channel name is and you can't find them, and they slip out of your life for months because you cannot find them. Let me give you a solution. Subscribe so you don't lose that, so you can watch next time someone posts a video. So it's up to you, but if you want, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel, or you don't have to. It's up to you. I'm just trying to help. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.